What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to Beyond the Summit and Moonduck's coverage of the TI qualifiers.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. This is CIS action you're tuning into right now, and we are about to hop into probably heat number 5 or so. It's been a very interesting day of action. Interesting.
May I summarize it?
Yeah, can you please?
Sloppy and throwy.
Sloppy
and weird drafty.
throwy.
Sometimes.
Some questionable
and
itemizations.
has nice legs.
And the legs have been
I mean, I've only seen his knees
subpar.
and down.
Knees
Have you
down.
seen the rest of his legs?
Looks pretty good.
I don't need to. You can
If
see
you wanted,
that
if you wanted to get
everything
really
else is
lewd, I can
fine
take my
just by
socks
looking
off.
at this. Can you
Ooh.
zoom it in?
syndereN without socks? Would that be a first?
Non-sock syndereN?
That was he wears sandals with socks.
No, I don't.
All right. I mean, I
No,
guess maybe
I
you
don't, dude.
I just feel like
It's like N years
Don't
ago.
start that rumor, dude.
I always
did you
okay.
used
So
to,
here's
though?
the thing. I own up to the sandals, and I liked that, and I liked wearing sandals, but it was always barefoot. Listen,
was it?
you don't wear
Okay.
socks
I'm
with
sorry.
sandals.
Yeah.
Fake news or whatever.
Maybe I have done it at one point. Maybe it happened. I can't deny that.
I just made a leap of
knows?
assumption.
It was
I
worth it.
apologize.
It was worth a try. But I know myself.
And you like sandals?
I haven't worn sandals for years, actually. It's such a shame.
Or
What's the
sandals
preferred shoe
yesterday.
now?
How is that?
What's the preferred shoe now?
I wear sneakers all the time.
Okay.
We don't use that word
In
here.
the house.
No.
Nope.
What do you call them then?
Shoes. Tennis shoes. I don't know. Do you call them sneakers? I never call them sneakers.
Sneakers to me are like athletic shoes, like
Yeah.
basketball or running.
So
Those are
what do you
sneakers.
call the short socks that don't go far up so they like fit with your shoes?
Ankle socks?
You call them ankle socks. Okay, they're called
Okay.
sneaker socks for me. That's what-
Really? Sneaker socks?
I think we call them that.
That's like people who call soda Coke.
Yeah.
There's a part of the States where people just call it Coke. Like, can I get you something to drink? A Coke. Oh, what kind of Coke? Sprite. All right.
Yeah. In Wisconsin,
What?
it's called
Pepsi.
It's called
Yeah,
pop.
they call it Coke Pop. Oh, Pop, and then they
Pop
would
in
be
Wisconsin.
soda Pop or Coke.
Yeah.
I just couldn't
The
believe when
South is
people call it
Coke.
Coke. Yeah.
In the-
Wait, so
in
they
the
Can I
call
get a Coke?
They
Yeah.
call soda pop.
Yeah, because the term is soda pop, right? So in some random states, it'll be called pop. In the South, like the southeastern U.S., it's very often called Coke, as in like Coca-Cola, because the brand is so pervasive there.
Yeah,
So they
'cause
call
all
any
soda
soft drink
is
or
Coke.
whatever is Coke. They'll refer
That
to it
one
as Coke.
blows my mind.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
And then soda for most people.
Um,
What do you call it?
Like in Croatian or what?
Sure. Can I get you a
Can I get you a sock?
sock?
wow.
Yeah, I got two
Full
here.
circle.
You can have one if you want.
I don't
can
think
combine
I
it
can
into
drink
one.
that. Maybe if it's sweaty enough.
We can soak it. I can work on it.
Sounds like you're asking for a wager here where you'll have to eat a sock.
No, thank you. You
Okay.
Just
No?
keep looking at me like I need to give an
He
answer.
didn't say eat.
It's not obvious.
He
It's
meant
not
more of
coming.
like a tea situation, like take the juices out or filter some water through it and then drink. It's not like not a eat. That's gross. Eat
Yeah.
the sock. Come on.
Yeah.
Too far.
All right. So the reason we're talking about tea leaf feet socks are
What other, like,
I had
What do you
one gross joke.
Guys
if you
don't even
want-
look
We're
One
trying to
here.
read the destiny of the CIS
How-
scene.
how do
is your
vamp-
transition?
Yes.
How do
yes.
vampires make a tea?
How do what?
Vampires
Vampires?
make a tea. They put a bloody tampon into
Oh, come
hot
on.
water.
Everyone-
All right. no.
Everyone's heard that one.
Let's focus on the game.
There's no game, is what I was gonna say. We're still. I actually think the Gambit game is still going. It's like an hour-long game, still going right now.
Maybe we should tune back in and steal
We could.
Gary B's glory
I don't want to
on
steal.
BTS
Gary
2.
B is my boy.
BTS 2,
Dakota.
Oh, my
My
bad.
boy Jarrett.
You know what it was? I think I saw their caster slot and it said BTS 5. So
Oh, really?
I'm putting the blame back on that.
That is their fault, 100%.
I could be
Idiots.
wrong on that too. And
We
they
could also
could
just
call me
blame
out.
Rob. What do you think?
Rob?
I heard.
Rob, it's
I
your
heard
fault.
2,
All right.
and I confirmed they said 2, and
He said 5 in my ears. So
What
I don't
the-
know. Maybe you have a different audio channel or something.
that was the transition right there.
All right, I
Back
think
to
the
us.
game had ended because when I try to actually spectate it, it says not found. So it
that's the
must be
worst.
finishing within the 5-minute
Yes.
window
Like,
right now.
I had that happen to me earlier today. I like left the game that I was spectating to restart Dota because I thought there was an issue, and when I went back and tried to watch it again, I couldn't watch it. Couldn't load in because it's like, oh, it's done, but it's
Sorry.
not. Come
That
on.
sounds like that's not an optimal implementation.
Well, I don't think they planned.
Let's
for
just
this
be
whole
lucky
delay
that we
thing.
can do that. There are
That's
some MOBAs out there where you're not as blessed to be able to just jump in live games and watch
Or
replays.
watch replays.
Or
Yeah.
watch replays.
Do they have sandbox yet?
Are they called something else?
There's like 2 other terms.
Mm,
One of them I can't say on stream, and the
Really?
other one is ARTS,
Come on.
ARTS?
Who-
What does that
MOBAs
stand for?
Action.
real-time strategy.
Action real-time
Which
strategy.
isn't super.
What's the other one? Mobile Online Battle
Battle
Arena.
Yeah. And
Which
then
one do you think suits Dota better?
MOBA.
I kind
think
of feel
MOBA's
like the
fine.
real-time strategy one kind of fits better than
Uh,
MOBA Online Battle Arena. Nowadays, Battle Arena sounds like Battle Royale, and that's nothing like
true.
Dota. So
But
I think Battle Royale has ruined MOBA, pretty much.
Oh, that's not a bad
How about we
point.
just call it Dota, and then the other games are Dota-like?
It's like Coke, yeah. Can I get a Dota?
What are you
kind
playing?
of Dota?
What?
Playing
a Dota,
blah
dumbass,
Dota. I'm
like,
playing-
obviously.
What's your favorite
playing
Dota-like?
Blizzard Dota, duh. This is, other company Dota. I won't even go down that road.
What do you play? Dota. What's your favorite hero? Puppet Master.
What if we call it like a 5v5? The map is the same every game.
The map is
Can
the
we call
same.
it the
sound?
I'm not sure about this one,
Yeah.
Kevin. I think that one's not going to
Too
catch
complicated?
on. I don't
Oh,
think that's
okay.
catching on.
Well,
Not that
there's a lot of heroes you can pick, and the
Yeah.
map's always the same, and you have skills. Game with gold.
Lots of
and
skills,
levels.
lots of heroes.
And that's basically
same
the
map.
fundamentals are like heroes, levels, skills, items. That's Dota.
And one map.
basically. And one in the same map every game.
Tower Assault game.
Will there ever be a life where they introduce a new map to Dota? No, right? It's just going to be the same map with different dressings on it.
I
Forever?
think the closest thing to that is custom games.
Custom games. Yeah.
Still Dota, mechanics, items, things like that, and then so like Under Hollow, stuff like that.
I mean,
Overthrow.
you could technically redesign Dota in a way where you play either with 2 lanes and play like 3-on-3, or maybe a bigger map for 6-on-6 or 7-on-7. It's possible.
If they made like a alternate mode, it would be. You think it'd just be a mode everyone has to conform to, or would they make a secondary mode that became popular enough that that would have its own? For example, like Smash has doubles and normal play. Do you think it would be Dota as it is now and the other mode, or do you think they'd come up with another mode and it would all be the same?
Just splinters the player base is the problem.
It is. It does. It does. But for some games, it can work.
Yeah.
If you're able to participate in both, let's say, like if one's a 6-man team thing and one's a 5-man team
I
thing.
mean, think of it right now, how a lot of players love Turbo because it's faster
true.
games.
Yeah.
What if there
yes.
was a
They say it is.
2-on-2 or 3-on-3 mode that is shorter? It's
Yep.
like a faster game where you play with less players, but there's still the same heroes of the game. It's just a different pace. That could be a thing.
I guess I'm more comfortable with them having a game like Turbo to make the game faster than split it into a different map that requires upkeep
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's probably much
I
easier.
could see
I'm sure teams can't juggle as much time between the both modes too, and be as good,
And people stick to preference anyway, so
I definitely think if you made like a 3-on-3 map, I don't think it would catch on in competitive. Not very fast anyway. I think that would be... You would have to...
there's like no way it would.
I think
be so cool,
realistically
though.
you commit to one mode as a player then, and for the 3-on-3, for example, to reach the same competitive tier, that's like unreal to expect.
Yeah,
right? This-
at the most, it would become like early Dota tournaments where like some people want to have a tournament for like $100, or maybe the most they can hope for is that Moonduck runs a minor
Yeah.
under the game mode or something. But like, that's about all you got.
Yeah, and this game is about to end.
Are you in it?
Team Iron Talent.
He made it in before
You could have been
the
play-by-play
limit.
casting
winning?
the
Yeah.
whole time.
Who's winning?
I was just watching the game. That's why
It's
I didn't
almost
talk.
over. It's
The
about
game
over.
Who's
is
winning, Lacoste? You're
over.
really quiet.
The Radiant.
So the team you didn't think would win.
Yeah.
The PA team won.
They
Let's
threw
go,
the game.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, careful! I've been working out the last 2 weeks.
Oh, you have?
Don't hurt him.
Did I hurt
We
you?
have it on camera.
Yeah.
It's assault. Moonduck's fired.
Brief me beforehand so I can make it a little more realistic than that.
I mean, I held back.
Damn, you swole,
Obviously.
man.
Dude, this
Yeah, you can-
Nico
it's-
team.
it's obvious.
I think he's at the top at 3-1 now. Let me
2-1, really?
Are they?
Dude, Navi's probably so relieved right
2-1.
now. Temporarily.
I think
Yeah,
they're
we
2-1.
lost against this
Temporarily
team.
relieved.
Maybe they'll bring Denny in as a coach just so they can have his face at the event.
You can't have Ti without Dendy. If
Well,
not, they'll just put a
Valve
pudge.
will-
They'll put a pudge mask on him
Valve
and
will find a
reveal
way.
him on stage.
They'll be
Yeah.
like, well, all right, well, how do we fit Denny into this year's show?
All right, guys.
Analyst.
We're gonna get Dendy. Let's just do a mini documentary on Dendy again. Roll it back. Roll it back.
Just play every Denny video we've ever made. Good.
I actually am not quite sure what the next round. I think I saw on the schedule we were watching Double Dimension play against Gambit. That's what it was.
Oh, that's why we were waiting. 'cause
That's
Gambit
why we're
needs to
waiting
finish.
because Gambit needs to
Gotcha,
finish.
yeah.
There we go. Deduct. All right.
Well, I guess they want like a 5-minute break before their next game. I don't know what they're
this
allowed
is TI. You got to go.
by the
rolling.
rules. I don't actually know what the rule set says, but I would imagine you have like 5 minutes between games at
It
least.
does seem like the rules have changed late. I went on Liquipedia, which is infallible almost always, and it said TBA, and yeah, that's a bad sign. But
Maybe there's no rules.
that's possible.
It's like
There
cage
are
fighting
rules.
for
Main
Dota.
qualifiers. Teams are placed in one group where they play.
Where are you reading this?
On Liquipedia.
That same website you mentioned, yes.
I'm gonna try refreshing it, my friend.
No, it was before, but then
Maybe
it
they're like,
disappeared.
we can't fit the format on
and
your
then
phone,
it
so
reappeared.
we don't know it.
So I hit a bad timing. Is that what you're
Yes.
trying to say? I missed my Roche timing.
You must have just caught a dev at mid-work.
This is a
Don't
really
mind
tense
me.
moment.
No,
No,
all
I'll let you
matches
do
are
your thing.
played in BO1. Top 4 teams
Format.
advance to phase
shit.
2.
Oh, wait, is it 3-1? Is Liquipedia outdated? Are they 3-1?
Suneko?
There's nothing under.
Oh, he
format.
went off
Am
of
I
me.
wrong?
I think
Am
I was
missing
wrong.
something?
I
You're
looked
not
up and
wrong.
said they're 2-1.
Maybe
Purge
it's-
is not wrong.
Maybe the mobile version is
might not
busted,
work
or
on
maybe
mobile.
I'm not in the right place, or who knows.
Main,
Yeah, they're 2-1.
Oh, you're
My
on
bad,
you're
production.
on Wikipedia. That's why it's not showing.
Oh, you're right. Yep, it looked exactly the same except for the URL said Liquipedia and said yeah. Somehow he noticed it right away. It's incredible.
I have that bookmarked at home.
Everything else is updated, but not the rules.
What would you find at Liquipedia, by the way? I'm sure it's a website about fecal in some way.
It might actually exist.
it depends what's after the dot.
Purge,
Liquipedia
Purge, somebody got to do it.
XXX.
You got to check.
Somebody get on
Check
it.
it out.
Or Liquipedia.
I would sooner go check out bts.gg/pizza to see what pizza in a bag is all about.
Great transition. Poop to food we want you to buy.
Real ingredients, by the
Yeah.
way. Real ingredients. Pepperoni supreme.
All
buffalo.
natural.
Not artificially flavored by poop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Come on, Lacoste.
Buy it.
Thank you. Rob gave us a comment for that. Rob thought it was great.
Yeah.
Commend you
Yep.
back.
Thanks,
Graveyard
Rob.
shift.
You're doing a
Good
good job
comments.
too, Rob.
We're actually almost at the back end of our shift, guys.
There's
this
Dendy,
has
they
been
fit him in.
flying. This has been quite enjoyable so far, but I think we still got like 2 heats to go.
You guys want to talk about bodily movements more?
This isn't like a Moonduck episode on podcast
not even-
where you talk
yo,
about poops
this is
every
nothing.
5 minutes.
Just wait till Suns
guys.
fan gets here. That's when.
That's
It's like,
when-
guys, okay, we got to
No,
talk
he's
about
not.
Bitcoin.
Actually,
We got to talk about poop.
He's not.
All
coming,
right, what's
actually.
next?
I
This is
forgot.
our cadeau to Suns fan, basically. He's not here, so we're filling the void a little
I'm
bit.
actually am filling his spot, so
Yeah.
I was more than happy to, of course.
We need to
given
meet
situation.
we need to meet the Moonduck quota. It's part of the manifest.
It's true.
He generally carries the load. He carries the team of filling out that part of the broadcast. But since he's not here, we have to like take a
Yeah,
little bit of it.
I mean, yeah, that's why the whole elbow deep joke was there. You know,
Yeah.
just all a nod
It's
to.
good. We're all like
Yeah.
we're all contributing our little part to.
I just hope he's somewhere right now eating a pint of Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, you know it.
Oh,
You
he
know it.
probably
Wait, what
is.
time is it? Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
on those e-gaming
You didn't even need to
hours.
check what time it was. Of course.
He's on
he is.
those
He
crazy
sleeps during the
hours.
day. This is like his I'm watching Netflix before bed, eating ice cream moment.
Just
Guaranteed.
laying there with the laptop
And a
up.
cat.
Yeah.
And a cat.
Hope he's doing okay. Awkward sound.
It's only awkward if you say it's awkward.
That's
That's how it works. you
Oh,
know?
are
Is
we
it?
just gonna hold
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
for 30
yeah.
seconds? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we could try the experiment. Just everybody just quiet for 2 minutes and see if it gets awkward at any point if we don't say
What
it.
was that production?
Rob,
We can have a moment of silence.
That was a mouth fart joke.
it's funny. I don't
Brought
find
to
it,
you.
I did not find that awkward because nobody said that was awkward silence.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
I
What
felt-
if I say now that it was awkward?
It's too late.
Okay.
Now we're
already
going to be on Reddit for cringe.
Nice.
We deserve it for that one. That was.
So let's
Yeah,
talk
thanks for
about
that, Rob.
the things that matter.
Things
when
that
is
matter.
Treasure 2 gonna be released?
Well, first thing you need to do is change this to TII Hub, Treasure 2 Hub. That's step one.
Oh.
There you go. Then the prophecy
Yeah.
will be that much
Everybody
closer to
knows.
being
Put
fulfilled.
the butterfly sword right there. Problem solved. Or get somebody else to
The lines
cut
have
the-
touched, right?
cut
That
the
was
U
thing.
in two and
I
just
think they have.
The
slide.
lines have touched and passed, so hope is lost.
I have heard that Treasure 2 will be coming out
Whoa.
before mid-August.
Inside info here.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, technically it could come out mid-August, and then Treasure 3 comes out late August. That's still during TI. So it could have.
That's true.
We got 2 months to go. I was saying this yesterday. I think people forget maybe that this year TI starts later. It's starting mid-August.
point.
So the
It's like 2
if the
weeks.
compendium came out at the same time, I don't know if it did the same time last year, but there's actually 2 weeks more kind of in that way. And maybe
Yeah.
it did come out later. I'm not sure.
So we have to add 2 weeks to last
To the
time. Yeah,
dates.
Okay.
But maybe these regionals are also 2 weeks later. I'm not sure.
I feel like the TI did not have almost 2 full months after the qualifiers before TI. I felt like it was a month and a half. last year.
Yeah, we're really early,
wrong.
but it's probably
It's-
for visa reasons.
I think it's also availability of the venue.
Is it harder to get into Canada
I
than
have
into
heard
US?
that it is. Yes, it's a common misconception that everybody assumes the U.S. is the hardest, but I've heard that Canada is also very difficult
Really?
for traveling.
I would guess, without
trend
knowing
set.
for sure, I would guess West Europe has an easier time getting into Canada than US, but other regions have a harder time getting into Canada. That would be my guess. Just
Yeah, I believe it's something like that, but I'm not 100%.
I kind of need to maybe look into that.
We have
Maybe.
Trent, so
Yeah,
maybe
If,
he'll know.
if I haven't ruined my entire relationship with Valve with that poop comment before, and they still want me for TI.
Well, I
pretty
don't care
sure
about
Trent said it
Canadian
was
visas
harder.
since I'm not gonna get invited anyway, so I don't even bother checking.
You know it.
When you're affiliated to me, that's how I proceed. No, it's all good, man.
You're wearing a pain cap. You already won.
Where'd you
Yeah,
get that?
you're a hipster.
Did
Where'd you
Zaire-
actually get
did Zaire give you that?
They gave me during the AC.
Oh, they just shell out to everybody. They gave one to Zaire. Do you feel less special now?
Throw it away now. All right. Well, we are still waiting between rounds. There's a 5-minute delay, so I assume the rounds have been starting up. We're just kind of chilling and hanging out
Could always
between our casual best of ones.
Check the Discord to see if the lobby, if you really want to know, unless you'd rather
I don't
leave it up
even
in the air.
know if I have Discord on this thing. Let me see. I do. I
We
could
just
find out.
Not talk while you log in. And
That's all right, guys.
if
Don't
you
worry.
need help clicking on the signs, I've got some experience, right? Or like the traffic signs, or the is there a car in the image? I know a lot of people complain about the Discord one.
Oh, okay.
CAPTCHA
No,
thing.
we're good. Don't
No.
need the CAPTCHA. I'm already logged in apparently, so we're fine. I don't even know where I'm gonna be looking here.
The PGL one. What's your guys' favorite plushie? This Sand King one's pretty sick, I must say.
That was a really smooth transition. I like the duck.
That's Tyrone, by the way.
That is my favorite Pokemon.
Dude, that has
Psyduck?
that has taken some abuse. What the hell? It was full on decapitated. It's been glued back together.
Yep.
And whoever cut it didn't really cut very straight. Who has like a
It's not a cut.
It fell down.
I don't think you just cut
Tyrone
off a
fell
duck's
down.
neck. unless
Rob,
you're
How
psycho
does it-
ball.
will you ever forget me?
Is it hollow?
how does this break like this?
I don't know. I was eating and it fell down. That's pretty much the
You broke
story.
it?
Yeah.
Listen, it's not it. It's Tyrone. All right.
All right,
You broke
Ty-
Tyrone
I
the
broke
duck,
Tyrone. Yeah.
and his neck broke. This guy did it.
What was the falling distance?
From a couch.
I mean, look at this.
That's
How
it?
does it
Is it
how does
made
it
out
break
of-
like that?
What is? Oh, Tyrone's pretty heavy actually. I mean, it looks like
That's-
it's. Is he hollow?
Quack twice if they're keeping you
Did
hostage.
you investigate his innards?
no. Not at all.
What'd you do? Just like
Actually,
We don't speak Tyrone here.
Drop
Only
and
Chris
run.
Matrix does.
important
dropped.
important stuff. What is the difference between a duck and a mallard?
Well, Mallard, I don't know. It looks much more
mallard
majestic.
is a male duck, is it not? Or it's a.
Is
or
that
it's a
the
breed of
only
duck?
difference? Because I don't know. I know there's a difference, but I don't remember it. And I was thinking, you guys as native speakers know what a mallard is
I
and
mean,
what a duck
you pretty
is.
much speak better English
Native
than both of us anyways,
speakers,
so
no
let's
Mallard
be real.
information. Okay, hold on.
It's colorization. La, 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 says Rob.
Did you Google that, or are you just telling us because you know duck things? Do you have a bunch of ducks? These are Rob's ducks?
Rubber duck?
I don't know.
You mean to tell me no one from Moon Duck knows anything
It's a
about ducks?
dabbling
We know
duck.
about moon ducks. There's not
That-
much to know, so
All right.
It's a type of duck, apparently.
that's
Well-
a type of duck.
I wonder what the color markings
It
are for
belongs
a
It's a
moon
to
type
duck.
of
subfamily.
duck. Well, wow.
So I think
Oh,
the
okay.
ones that have the
Male birds are drakes, excuse me, not mallards.
drakes.
That's what it says. And the females are hens or ducks.
That sounds so more epic than it is.
So
A
mallard
drake.
is a type.
And it's
it's
just a duck.
species or something.
Like when I hear drake, I think viper. You know,
What?
True.
as a duck. Maybe we should have a duck Dota hero. There was actually a suggestion on Reddit a while back with a duck. I thought it was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There hasn't been a duck hero, actually, yeah.
There's a mallard if you want to see them.
Yeah, the mallard is
The-
the green one, right? The one with the green head is a mallard. Something is telling me that.
Can I have my phone back now?
Uh,
I just wanted to show you the picture.
yeah,
that's
sure.
all.
Sorry I
Thank
touched
you.
it. Purge won't happen again.
Better not.
All right. Well,
Otherwise I'll say awkward
still
sounds.
waiting. So, what's the last song you listened to?
I got this. You want me to talk?
Go, go,
I
go.
listened to the Interstellar soundtrack because it's so good.
Interstellar soundtrack.
So good.
Like
What is it
the,
called?
the epicness of it or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
Cornfield Chase, right?
That's
Or-
one of the songs, yes.
The country
Oh, you
song
listened
that
to
I
the whole
googled.
soundtrack?
Yeah, the whole soundtrack.
it sounds like something you just like, if you want to make something more epic, like, oh, I'm going to rake the leaves. I'll play the Interstellar soundtrack. That's going to make it really awesome.
Break the
Rake
thought
the
you said
leaves.
break
Like, do
them,
some
like,
do some yard work
Each
outside.
leaf, you're like,
Blast some Interstellar.
That
Well,
country song, Bobby.
The country song?
Yeah, Clint Black, Spend My Time.
Yeah.
You listen to country?
No, but I I know one song, maybe two.
We were talking about it during the opens. Just again, it came up like who really listens to country? What can you like? Okay, if you can probably name at least one decent country song, right?
Just think Taylor Swift.
Song titles.
I did one. I had to reach for it was
No,
"Achy Breaky Heart." I didn't. That was the best I could do.
I don't know if I can. I mean, I can name Garth Brooks. He's a musician.
Yes.
Right?
Can you name any of his songs? Any of it?
I'm sure I recognize like at least 5, but I don't know if I know songs.
Oh, if you heard him, you'd be like, "Yep, that's Garth Brooks."
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I know what he looks like. I think.
syndereN,
Kind of-
country music?
We don't have that in Denmark.
No, not at all.
We have farmer music only.
It's kind of the same.
What's a
thing.
farmer?
Really
Can you name like
very
the most
similar.
popular? So if you have farmer music, what's the most popular #1 track then? You don't have
Can you
one?
describe it? Do you actually
No,
have farmer
there's no
music?
#1.
Okay.
I mean, I don't.
There's no equivalent.
so-
There's no like southern-ish
I mean,
or
We have something that is, I guess,
hillbilly-ish.
closer to country, but country is way bigger here than it is in Denmark. Like the equivalent in Denmark is not
Okay.
that big.
There's nothing. There's
like-
no like Denmark
I
version of a
wouldn't-
hillbilly.
I
or
wouldn't
something
really
like
say
that.
there's like that as a genre as such. There's just a couple of artists that make music of that type, but it's not. I don't know if it's big enough to call it a genre in Denmark.
Not like
So
yodeling.
like here on the radio, for example, on the radio in the U.S., sometimes they'll put country on, right?
yeah,
yeah.
sometimes.
In Denmark, on the
stations.
radio, it's pop and rock and hip hop.
I mean, the
that's pretty
stations.
much it. I don't
There's so you don't have a station for like that kind of music.
No, we don't have Farmer FM.
Oh, see,
we
that's the
don't have-
problem,
they
I
definitely
guess.
don't
We
have
have Farmer FM.
You have Farmer FM.
Yeah, we do for sure.
What do you think, Lacoste?
Yeah, Lacoste thoughts on music.
What's your
Croatian rap. It's probably something you listen
That
to. a
might
lot of.
actually be good.
Croatian
not
rap.
not even kidding. That might
Is
be
it
good. I
good?
could imagine
Yeah.
that'd be good.
It's pretty good.
So,
Who's like
some
the
of them, though.
#1 Croatian hip hop artist right now?
I don't know about the newest one since I don't listen to that much stuff. I mostly listen to English music, but I remember some old gangsta stuff called Tram 11.
Tram 11.
Yeah.
Cool. Tram like the train?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like it's probably like the train they rode or something like
that
that?
like
Yeah, it was
talking about
in
the,
their part of the city, that tram that was
It's like representing your zip. Or your,
It's like 8 Mile.
part of the
code.
city, yeah.
Sounds
It's like
pretty under.
Eminem's 8 Mile.
That
you
sounds
know?
underground.
That's cool.
That does sound underground. Because it's a tram.
Are there more games production? I'm not seeing any new games here. It's music time, apparently. Where's our admin, our local admin here? Are we gonna witness more Dota? I mean, or am I about to like backseat on GH's game here and see how he's doing in his pub?
Is he playing Earth Spirit?
No, he is.
He's probably playing Shaker or Coddle. They both got buffed. Do you want to try them again?
No, he's playing Nyx Assassin actually.
Okay. Maybe misclicked.
So why is Coddle so bad right now? Just because it's
What?
Because
He
can't-
just got buffed.
He got buffed. That's
Okay.
why. That's why I'm curious if he wants to try it. I think the
But
buff
nobody
is
picks
actually.
him.
I think the buff is pretty big.
I'm just saying nobody picks him. That's all.
It's been limited time to try to run lineups. I think.
You
When did
need-
he got buffed? When did he get buffed? A week ago? Week and a half?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Chakra Magic
That's pretty.
mana cost.
We should have a game within the next 5 minutes. Is what I was told.
So the first line was waiting for the second line to end. That's interesting. So they want us. Do they always start the games at the same time? Have they done that throughout the day? Has it just been like a fortunate coincidence that they've been done around the same time, or?
Maybe they took the opportunity because one line was waiting for the other team on the other line to finish or
Oh,
something.
that could be. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're just like, you know what? Let's
It's not
just,
a bad
we'll
idea.
just wait.
Give him a break.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is gonna have a break, right?
Yeah, let's synchronize again.
Purge,
Only
I-
we suffer.
I feel like your favorite plushie thing didn't really take off. We just derailed it with a duck.
You did. Yeah,
Do you wanna-
really did.
My bad.
Is there something particular at the TI Secret Shop you hope is there each time you go by?
I guess I've been more interested in like clothing stuff this time. The last couple of years, I guess.
Wait, what the hell is this?
Because like it was like the special. It's a courier basically.
That was
what
rare.
century?
Yeah, that was
this
supposed to be rare and godly.
Last year or the year before, I believe. I stopped buying those after like the second year. I used to go kind of crazy on like all the plushie stuff, and now I just take them home and throw them in a drawer or something.
It
I
looks
don't really
like
use them.
Pokemon meets Digimon
So-
meets Star
It's gonna be
Trek.
great. They're great dog
So I
or
spend
baby
more,
toys now.
Spend more on like clothes or things that are like more low profile, like that isn't necessarily like because I have an entire dresser full of like gaming T-shirts, and I'm 30 years old now, so it's like at some point you have to let your girlfriend dress you the way that an adult should dress, rather
mean,
than dress
The
like
way that she wants.
22-year-old. mean, it's
I
kind
mean,
of.
yeah.
I mean, I know you like sandals, and sometimes you don't want to let that go.
I haven't worn sandals for
But
years,
once
but
in a while you should update.
that is a fair point, though. It was advised. It
Yeah.
was not by own choice. So
Oh,
you
there
have
you
you have
go.
a
I
point
mean, at
there,
least
yeah.
you're past like the
You're right.
Netflix and chill time. It's not like you're introducing you're not introducing your lady to something new or something like that while you still have all your gaming merch out. Not every lady's gonna walk into a bedroom and see your wall of lanyards and think, "Oh my goodness, this guy has made it."
It's not about that really. It's more like it's very easy to like do things the way that you like doing them, and then all of a sudden it's been like 6 years, and then all of a sudden you're 30 years old, and then it's like, oh, I probably shouldn't dress like I'm 23 years old anymore.
No.
You have to learn how to be an adult as you get older. Adapt to the. Like, I just play Dota all the time. Like, it's hard to adapt to the regular part of life.
What age?
I was
what
just
age
gonna-
range would you assign
Can
to
we
jean
all
shorts?
can we all get an
Jean shorts?
age?
Yeah.
Like, can we get an age for attire right now?
Mm.
You can start with syndereN over there.
How old is the clothes he's
Yeah.
wearing look?
Yeah.
Let me see them socks. All right, they're ankle socks. They're okay. I'd have to look at your shoes. Shoes are probably fine though. I don't know. This is like a early 20s, high school
That's what I go for. Stay
Early
forever young.
setup.
Nice, dude.
I'm mingling.
Fine.
You know,
I mean, I wear stuff that looks just like this all the time. Like just usually not at events and stuff. Not flaming or anything. Just like
I was told to wear whatever I wanted to be comfortable in, and I was like, oh, it's probably warm.
They
It's
call it
prob-
casual.
I was like, it's probably hot in California, so I should probably not bring jeans. And I'm like, oh, I'm sitting on camera with shorts. Maybe I should have brought jeans. So
this is
Oh,
like the
can you do,
coldest
right?
2-3 days in the last like month. So
it's not really cold though.
well, it was like 90 degrees at least where I live.
Yesterday was a freak day for sure.
Yeah.
Was
We had
it-
a good
was it
breeze.
cold
It was like
yesterday?
65.
Yeah, it was like
Fahrenheit.
60.
Because I was
You
wearing
didn't
shorts.
leave the house.
No, I was outside. I was playing badminton outside, and I was like, this is not cold. But I'm also Danish, so they're used to way colder weather.
Yesterday was cold for
reference to the hot
California
days,
for sure.
yes.
Okay.
Today and moving forward, it's gonna feel like we're on fire.
I'm gonna have to give you some
Okay.
C so you understand.
Some Celsius.
Yes. And I can't do it on the top of my head because I'm not that great at math.
I mean, anything above like 12 or 13 Celsius is shorts weather.
I agree.
Wait, what?
So it
Well,
was.
you're a Viking.
So it was 18.3 Celsius.
I'm a hairy
yesterday.
guy from Denmark. It's like the ultimate combo for wearing shorts. It's
18
cold and
So it was 18.3 yesterday,
Oh,
but
that's
it's been
more
about
than
it's been
enough.
about
Oh, right,
32.
finally.
It's been about 32 Celsius lately. The
yeah,
last
32 with jeans is a no-go. That's you actually just
So
melt.
that's why I said cold because it's a pretty big swing. Happened the last couple.
we've reached that point, guys. We're talking about the weather. This is not good.
Well, that was-
Rob, inspire us with something. What should we talk about?
Guys, don't worry. The draft is live.
We
I'm
got
already
draft?
in it. Yeah, don't worry.
Let's
I
talk
can
about the
save
weather,
you
though.
from
Can we ask
from
them to
social
delay?
anxiety, everybody.
maybe take one of their pauses.
Delay the draft. We're talking about the weather here.
Can we talk about what cold really means relatively?
I get cold real quick. I'm a baby.
Nice transition. There we go.
All right.
on,
Speaking
Rob.
of babies, Gambit versus Double Dimension. This is round number 5. I don't know what their standings are. I don't think I can alt tab. Can you? I
So
think
Gambit lost the last one, right? So they're
Yeah.
1 and 2, I think.
and double are 2 and 2. Right?
2 and 2.
2 and 1. 2 and 1
I would
double.
say 2 and 1.
Gambit are 1 and 2.
Pretty important game then.
All right.
This seems like a really close bracket. Like, if top 4 advance and we set the score we probably needed will be 4-3. There's going to be multiple teams fighting over that toward the end. There's a pretty high chance of tiebreaker in this group.
Are we going to see Wisband every single game
Most
from
likely.
I hope
every
so.
region ever?
How did you guys react to people whining about IO being changed so much when he got changed?
Which change? Like the losing
the most
stun
recent,
tether
yeah,
change
like
or the
stun
recent one?
tether and
The recent
like
one.
the spirit stuff.
The recent one's crazy, man. It blows my mind. You can just tether forever and
From what I understood,
the ags change.
the main thing people were complaining about were the Wisp players themselves that said a big part of the skill and the fun part of the hero was using the spirits well, and that
Yeah,
part is taken
absolutely.
out. I don't think they were complaining that the hero got nerfed. I think
Okay.
it was pretty unanimously considered overall a buff or at least as strong as before.
Okay.
And now it became very apparent very quickly that it was a
I see.
ridiculous buff.
The
really
complaining seemed more along the lines of a nerf to me, but I guess
Oh,
it was a
think
lot
so?
of no, that's just my impression. But,
Yeah,
but I can agree that it was probably just the way I saw it, which was wrong.
There's a tinfoil hat theory that maybe Valve made these kind of changes so that pub players would finally pick up the hero and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Do you think there's value to that at all? Do you think
Yeah.
Valve actually considers that?
Yes, I think so. I think that is the reason that they did it.
Yeah, look at Visage. It's the same. Those are like some of the least played heroes in the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at the number of games played. It's like so little compared to like how many Pudge games. It's like the tiny fraction. So making those games more player friendly, I think is always a good thing because that's like a way that people can enjoy the game. Like finding a new hero that you never played before and being like, oh, I love this hero. When a new player finds that, they're going to play Dota for at least like 2 or 3 more months.
I guess the opposite to that would only be if they, like, then you go, what about as far as like Meepo then in that case? Like, do you leave some heroes that are like more like specialists? Like it really takes like a, maybe Tinker to the full potential, let's say, or something like that. Like there are some heroes where they may not make it super training wheels, just so that there's still specialists who can kind of utilize them too. Or is the perfect balance finding a hero you can pick up and play, but then still has some crazy high ceiling that you could take advantage of mechanically.
Micro ones are the hardest to.
Yeah, you can't make like an easy mode Meepo, so you might just have to like.
I think hero design-wise, you need to full-on rework a hero like Invoker if you want to do that.
Yeah,
like that's just.
God, I didn't even think about Invoker.
And I just think that hero is really special and unique and cool. I think it's fine that there's like a subset of heroes that are difficult. It's just good that the roster of heroes that people who are like beginners or intermediate, that they feel like, okay, I'm getting better at the game, I can play more and more heroes.
I feel like Wisp
the level of entry on a lot of heroes.
I think if for supports, it's like you said Visage definitely.
Yeah.
Chen kinda, you take some micro to play. But I think Wisp is okay being one of those heroes. So I can see.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
And Wisp is my highest win rate technically, but it's like I don't mind that he's kind of that specialist support hero. Yeah. So I'm one of those people who says it makes me a little sad that they did change that mechanic a bit.
I feel like the heroes like Wisp, Broodmother, if you can't balance the hero just by twisting the numbers, for some reason it just doesn't feel like he belongs to Dota. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard.
It's like they keep trying to nah, we gotta rework them this way. We gotta rework it this way. And
I mean, I'm comfortable that they.
Brood definitely has had a lot of like Frankenstein surgery changes to try to make work.
I think Brood has been conceptually broken for 5 years at least. Like the thing, it's been that hero that, it's the 10th pick of the draft, win rate 90%. Oh, it's the 3rd pick of the draft, win rate 40%. Like, maybe the hero is a bit, and then they tweaked it a bit. It's just the essence of how the hero works makes it exceptional when picked in the right scenario and mediocre in every other scenario. And there's just some polarizing heroes like that. And I guess it's okay. It's a hard hero to redesign in a way that, you also want to keep it unique and interesting.
It's whatever.
And it needs to fit the theme of
whatever Ice Frog's vision is for the game. Whether it be I want a world where all 100 and some odd heroes can be played in competition and be played by a new player. It's like that is a tall order.
I think that's
Mike.
impossible.
You already have made too many heroes for the game, sir. So I think we're on the terms of there's just going to be a balance of a pool of heroes anyone can play, and we're going to keep making heroes, and some of them might be just crazy and only some people can play.
And they made IO easier, just 2 less buttons to look at. Like the same Spirits button will expand and contract, and yes, it's less exact, but they also got a slow buff. Like IO was better. He loses the tether slow, but that was such a small. That was like literally a relic of the past when he used to stun. So I think they cleaned him up a little bit better.
He also has a very expensive cosmetic, and if they want to sell it, they got to have the people who want to play it. So
you can't buy it.
Can't buy it anymore?
It was only based on if you leveled up your compendium.
It was tied to the compendium.
Well, that theory's gone. Oh, well.
Yep.
Well, but the IO still seems broken to me.
Yeah. Have you guys seen it in a game yet here?
Open qualifiers, I saw him in one game. Yeah, Kyle's team played it, right?
Oh, right. You played a lot in Kyle's team.
Kyle's team got away with it a lot.
I mean, those are open qualifiers, so teams let it go through.
Yeah. But you have not seen it since regionals yet.
No.
The hero that I want to see is Arc Warden. That hero received tons of buff over the past couple of versions.
That's another one of those specialists mechanically. Like some players can use the highest ceiling for a hero like that. This is an intriguing draft. The flying draft here. Jakiro, Visage.
Hella stuns on Dire.
Hella. Watch out. California showing over here.
I've been happy with Double Dimensions drafting so far. I like this lineup. I think it's very well-rounded. It has way of taking towers with Leshrac, Edict, and Beastmaster push. It has great team fight with Warlock and Sand King and Leshrac. It has stuns. It has catch. It scales if Leshrac is a core, and their last pick will probably be a carry. I think they've got a really solid recipe right now. It's not a... I would not be surprised to see them actually end up in the top 4 slot based on solid drafting, and they've got plays to back it up so far overall. So I like the draft.
Praise the hell out of them right there.
Gambit isn't bad either. I think it's good at different things than the Radiant one. The Radiant just looks very, how to say it, it looks very stable and solid, but not too too crazy or anything. It's just like, this is stable, this works, we play this, and the Dire is a bit more specialized.
Strong lanes, chain stunning on the Dire team.
Wait, I think you're mixing. I think that's where you're mixing.
Is that Dire's on the left?
Dire's on the.
Look at the background of it.
Oh yeah, Dire's on the left.
Right.
Sorry
Is it always like this here?
It should be like that for their.
Okay, so
They should
Dyer's on the
swap
left.
it.
That's
Like
a bit confusing.
Radiant should be on the left.
Yeah, this is a bit confusing for me.
I
Okay.
think there's other tournaments that have done it the same as this. I don't. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe
I'll just look for it. Now I know. That's fine.
Gambit is very good at like team fight setting up. Naga sleep into Ice Path into like basically killing semi-squishy heroes on Double Dimension. And if they go on somebody with these chain stuns, Legion can offset that with press the attack and go for dual kills. So they're just lacking like a carry that's good at fighting and diving. Maybe Slark or something like that. I don't know if Slark is banned or not. Maybe too many stuns for Slark to work, but
Slark's in. The main problem Slark has, you're mentioning as a pick for Gambit, right?
yes, that's what was.
I think Leshrek is a pretty bad matchup for Slark. If it's a core Lesh, it's so much AoE damage that you can't dodge with Shadow Dance. Sand King Epicenter. I think he's pretty good against Beastmaster and Warlock. So I could definitely see that. There's pros and cons. Depends how they want to play the game. The primary issue I see with Slark is that I think he wants to play a different type of Dota than what the rest of their lineup does. It looks very 5-man heavy to me.
Yeah.
I want to use Visage.
What would be their substitute then? Something like Dragon Knight or
Luna type carry.
Okay, I like that.
You think it's a mid
Monkey
Visage, mid Jakiro? Oh, Drow.
I think it's mid Visage. That's a pretty good draw
What's
ban.
a good matchup against mid Visage?
Anything that has a pulse. Visage loses lane to almost everyone.
Yeah.
So it depends how hard you want to beat it. If you want to destroy it, there's a couple of really bad matchups
Or
for
like
Visage.
Razor or something.
I think Venno is very rough from how I remember.
That makes sense.
High range, high damage heroes like Lina should be winning the lane hard until Visage is 6, at which point Visage can take over with the birds. Broodmother is completely unplayable. Yeah, but they can't pick Brood now, so there's a pick left. You'll not pick Brood unless your 10th pick in this patch, I think. We're not going to see that a single time. I think you're fine putting Lesh against Visage. I think Lesh wins that lane too. If you want to do it. They might want to play Sand King Lesh lane, but in that case, the Beastmaster would be mid. So I think it's a Lesh mid. What carry do they get though? They could run this.
But like a Spec or something.
Spectre is nice for the Radiant. I could
Is
definitely see
Lifestealer
that.
bad?
I was thinking Dire when I said that.
Oh, hang on, I'm messing it up again. I'm looking at the left side team.
Me too.
Double
Team
dimension.
left.
Team left. Spectre for them. That's what you meant?
Yeah.
I could
'cause
definitely
The
see
other
that.
4 can move around, do stuff. Spectre shows up,
Fatal Bond's Haunt.
helps
It's very
offset
strong.
some of the team fight.
Yeah.
That's a little bit scary. Although duel against it is kind of worrisome, I suppose.
I like Gyrocopter for them. If people like, I thought Gyro would die as a hero, but it's still being played. So if you're still playing Gyro, it can definitely work here. If you want some harder single targets, PA is a possibility against Visage with the evasion.
Ooh, Troll.
Okay. Another way of hitting
Huh.
towers.
It's not that bad if he gets dueled either, I would
True.
argue. Except for the whole blade mail thing, but if he gets a bash off or a blind, he's probably fine.
The nice thing about this Radiant lineup is that they, once again, it feels very well-rounded, right? They have multiple ways of taking towers. Now they have Troll, they can take Roshan with Troll and Beastmaster. They have teamfight, they have strong lanes, they have pretty much everything I'm looking for in a lineup that makes me feel like it's well-rounded and nice, they have. So I like this Radiant.
Blind against Visage Bats too.
True. It's a good hero against the birds, yep.
Maybe a Luna if they want to man up as...
Hey, nice.
Good job, Rob.
That was
Excellent.
very disorienting to me for the first second of that, but I'm happy.
Now you're
it's
going to
a-
call the left team Dire, right?
Yes.
What do you think Dire should pick here, Purge?
Well, they already picked all 5 of their heroes, so probably nothing.
Thanks, Purge.
Yep.
Seems good.
Something that beats Troll.
It's a tough choice.
Dusa again? Or
Since
Dusa
DD
game?
has...
TA.
well, they have a lot of stuff that
The
goes
Visage
through the
safe lane.
BKB.
What was that TA versus Lesh matchup like?
That's TA favored, for sure. I'm not feeling this Gambit draft, though. I don't know.
The TA is kind of weird, but
They have... we have the situation again where you have a Naga and you have like no synergy with Song except an Ice Path. It's like, what are you setting up for?
bird stuns.
Yeah, I guess you can also Song into overwhelming odds. Like, it's just there's nothing like that makes you go, wow, this is going to be a
What do
great
you
combo
mean?
if you get caught.
If you
up.
have one trap, then use a song, then fully charge another trap. and then
Yeah,
just
true. You can get a fully charged trap. That's also
blows.
kind of. I mean, there's some small things, but there's nothing like Static Storm or Monkey King ulti or Call Down. You don't really
Or
have those
Undying.
things. Undying Tombstone. Those things aren't there.
I mean,
so.
if Gambit gets really far ahead from the laning stage, I feel like they can roll over the game super easy, at least, because it's going
Does
to be a
that
while
seem
till Troll
likely, you think?
gets an item.
What lanes are they going to win? I think they can win mid if Yoku plays well. That's a TA favorite lane.
Safe lane would be Visage +1 versus Legion plus Warlock. Oh, I'm sorry, am I confusing things?
That was Beastmaster, right? Beastmaster Warlock on the Dire?
Yes.
They had Beastmaster Sanking Warlock and...
That should be able to crap on Visage, right?
Yeah, I think that's a really bad lane for Visage.
Yeah.
I think Visage safe lane suffers a lot. I'm not sure this was the solution to pick another mid hero. But we'll see. So it's Daxak playing the Visage. He's generally been playing hard carry for this team in their games, Gambit. So this is a change of pace. So my guess is that if Yoku is very good on TA, he's going to win mid. And then I think the Visage lane is auto loss, no matter what they put with it. Visage Naga or Visage Jakiro will lose to Sanking Beastmaster.
What if they try lane?
If they try lane, their Legion commander is going to be crying quite a lot playing against Warlock.
No,
Troll.
Warlock's off lane, so it'd be Sand King, Troll.
I think Warlock's just walking down here. I think he's going to be... I think they're swapping around.
No,
I
I'm
could be
saying
wrong.
if Sand King is top with Troll, then it's a Legion versus Sand King Troll. Can you beat that?
No. He definitely should not be able to. I think safe lane... It's also really bad safe lane trialing for Visage. That hero needs levels. It's the one thing
True.
that matters the most. So even if you give him good farm by being 3, you're sharing experience, and that's bad. They can't do that. I think it's a losing play to put Visage in a tri lane almost always.
Yeah.
Which is funny when you think back. It used to be the classic thing you did with Visage some years back.
It's like Soul Assumption.
Sven, Lina,
With Soul-
Visage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The good old killer tri lanes back in our day, Lacoste.
Yeah.
Back in Dota 1.
Back when we were good. So Visage with 2 Iron Branch and Blightstone. I think he needs 1 Mango to have that extra hit from Soul Assumption.
I mean, he's not going to use Soul Assumption that much, right? He won't get until probably
He
like
might
level
not even
4.
skill it.
He'll go
until-
Grave Chill passive.
He might go
Well,
4
I
or
mean,
4 build.
Maybe you don't
That's
want
pretty
passive
common.
against Warlock.
You should get 1 point in it. Especially with Naga Siren who has Orb of Venom. There's a lot of kill potential. Oh, there's going to be a tri lane here.
Oh, Sand King shows up, says, let's swing it out, go for a first blood, and
He's
with
gonna
that
die
Burrow
to
Strike
Axis,
setup,
I think.
they'll get it. Chops her up.
Oh.
Oh, not enough.
No,
That value tango, but the second Burrow Strike is what seals the deal.
all right, everybody.
Tips all around.
Let's tip Bignum right away. Okay.
Got him with the tip.
There is still Rune at the top. I mean bottom top. Whatever you want to call it.
No, I think it's just a map bug.
No.
No,
That
this
one.
one,
He meant
he
that one.
means.
Oh.
And then,
The-
yeah.
Oh, you thought he meant top bottom when he said bottom top. Hello. Nice.
Yeah, bottom but on top of the bottom.
I mean, this isn't terrible. At least
Yeah, the troll's alone now,
He needs
so
help. They should not be
he's
3.
going to get shredded by this hero,
There needs
just
to be a
zoning him
Warlock in
back.
this lane. Yeah, he's coming. He's TPing up.
All
That's
right,
what
he's
it
there,
is.
he's there.
Yeah. Just
Troll
put
can
the
catch
Warlock
up.
in sustain.
he can
This
catch
is-
up better than a Visage, though, right?
I just think he's going to lose his lane less, but we'll see how it plays out.
I think Gambit needs to win in 25, 30 minutes. If they don't win, they're gonna lose, huh?
I agree.
No, their lineup's gonna fall off. You have TA and you have Visage.
I agree. There's so much random stuff in this game to break refraction, you know. That's one of those things you look at. When a team fight breaks out, it's going to be like Leshrac with Edict and Pulse Nova. There's going to be Axis flying around. There's going to be Epicenter. Like all of these small things that just, when they connect one way or another, they're going to make TA's life difficult. She needs a BKB to stand even a chance in team fights, I think, in this game. That's generally, the way TA itemizes is she goes Deso or Blink first, and then the other one, and then BKB. And then you're looking at like a 25 minute inventory. And that's if she has a good game. So I think it's very
what does
important.
Visage have? What is that? Dakota?
Incredible.
1-1-0.
It's like
What is that spell?
Soul Assumption
Soul
there. That's
Assumption?
a 1-1 early
Alright.
build.
Good.
I couldn't read.
I said he might not get it. I didn't say you're an idiot.
He was watching that Visage probably the whole time since then.
He's running low on mana, though. Maybe he should have started with a mango.
Yeah.
That Clarity Potion maybe. I mean, he's off to a good start. I guess his last hits are not incredible, but
7.
it's fine.
That's okay. The main thing that's important for Visage in this lane is that the Dire don't deny a
Oh,
lot.
wish we had a mango
Beastmaster
there,
might
huh?
die, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm real deep in on this middle
Oh, he doesn't have
Yoku
refraction. He's
takedown.
gonna die, I think.
So they're chasing him down.
Oh, they're committing a lot, but this is worth it for sure. It's a really big kill.
Finish this. I came here for this.
That's
All right.
huge.
Yeah.
TA dying in lane is often pretty big. It's a very snowbally hero by nature. If he dies a couple of times, you slow
Oh,
down.
look at his name. It says Stand-in King. Playing Sand King.
Stand-in King.
That makes it easy
Sand
to
King.
remember. So what I was getting at with this bottom lane, I think the most important thing for Visage is that the Dire don't get to deny a lot. It's a very level-based hero, and so far so good. 2 denies on Beastmaster and 0 on Sand King. If they concentrate a little bit more on denying waves together, Visage doesn't really have a way of punishing, you know. It's not like, oh, we're denying, we're going to harass you down. Just put more emphasis on denying, I would say, is the way to go here, instead of trying to pressure the Visage out of lane. That's just, yeah.
Yeah, I think top
Limit
lane
that
is going to be pretty static. Troll and Warlock can't really kill.
And they also can't die. This lane plays itself. Gonna be pretty straightforward. I think Leshrac is doing very well, by the way. I was not expecting Lesh to do this well. Disregarding the death on TA, I was looking earlier. They had the same CS at minute 2.5, I think, or minute 3. TA does have a pretty significant damage advantage with Refraction running, but doing a good job.
Jakiro
Pikachu.
just smoked.
I think side blades level 1. Is that normal?
Oh,
Yeah.
Pikachu. He didn't want to pick up that regen rune. He was saving it, but Jakiro, he's baiting it.
Yeah, he wants to go spam out his mana and then get the rune. Now he's gonna get. Oh,
Spit,
that
spit.
is.
Side
That
blades.
feels bad.
Oh!
Nice play on the.
He's
fairy.
like, I may deny it though. Oh,
He actually needed that fairy too. 30 seconds for Shrine. He can't wait for that. He has to go base.
must be real sad to watch someone else take a regen in front of you when you're real low like that.
Yeah.
It's like, that must feel good. Jakiro's still
Is he
hanging
actually
around.
sticking around
Dude.
here? He can't stay mid.
How
Oh,
big
let's
are
go
your
back.
goat balls right now? That's what I want to know. No, he's gone. Oh, but he might still get caught.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's a big win for TA though. That Lesh has to run back to base. That allows him to take over in CS. The only thing they committed there was a rotation from Jakiro, but since they got a good head start with the Legion Commander, they can leave her alone easily for a minute and go for that pressure. So I like that move from Jakiro a lot. Instead of just, like you said, why play static top if there's nothing happening, right?
5-minute rune. Fisticuffs breaking out here. Catching the Sand King and crossing.
Is that a solo Assumption kill?
Yep.
Wow.
How many bounties did
can
Radiant
we,
get
Can we
there?
get a replay on that?
No, don't bother.
Don't crash
just
the
kidding,
game
just kidding.
for how epic it was.
How many bounty runes for Radiant?
4?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
All 4?
Yeah.
Damn, that's big.
Remember what we said about Gambit winning the early game?
Yep,
It's happening.
that is happening. That's big.
They can snowball real fast too. They have a great Roche lineup too and everything.
The thing that's about this mid matchup, I think a lot of players would be really tempted to skill Edict as Lash. When you're playing as TA, you're like, oh, I can break Refraction really fast and kill. It's just not realistic. When you're playing against a good player, the scenario where that Edict kill will happen is not going to arise. So rather get the nukes out so you can get the farm. You will get your levels later when Edict is needed to run the TA down.
Yeah, and you don't have the space to work with to
Yeah.
use the Edict.
Exactly. It's more of a side lane spell. Oh.
Spot Jakiro.
Oh,
Stun
that's
it up,
some great
set it up,
axes.
immediate axes right on top of him. Easily
Ah.
chops him down. It is going to be the Sand King who gets the last little hit there.
Greedy build by Legion Commander. 2 points in passive, so he couldn't purge off the stun. Now he
Cheshire
got it.
Cat in a lot of trouble here. The Grave Chill, the net. Sand King from the grave. From top lane, rather.
Oh, good bonds. They can just
Comes
hit the
on
Visage and he will die.
Oh, axes?
Oh, it didn't
Not
hit.
there. Oh!
Now Visage has to run away to save his
Oh.
teammate. They're losing a lot of experience on this, actually. This is a full... Oh, they're
Fatal
just pushing.
bond,
They're not
so-
denying. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Dire are denying. Still. Visage is having a relatively good time. He's getting 6 now, yeah? Yeah,
Coming
that's
up
big.
Gambit right now.
Yeah, they should be pretty happy with this. I think they dodged one of the hard stages of the game strategically. Visage hitting 6 makes things a lot easier. It frees up their supports. Now the Naga is more able to make different moves because the Visage can hold its own at this point. So closing in on a Helm of the Dom as well, around minute 8 or 9. It's very good timing when you're playing safe lane Visage, I would say.
Traps are out. There is a sentry down. She's
Yep.
tried to get rid of it, but it was
I still,
not going to happen.
I still can't believe that traps give
Whoop.
1 gold.
No point in Ice Path, can't really slow them down
What?
too much, but he does
Really?
go all in on the Lesh and is able to get the return kill. Yoku steps away and with the help of the refactions able to survive. Now a burrow to the high ground. King R trying to make it out. Can Afterlife finish the job? Ooh, the wand, the clench.
Let's go one more nuke.
My butt.
It's gonna overwhelm him
Can we
soon.
get it?
I didn't need it.
Oh.
Yeah, this looked weird.
Yeah, they committed for that TA kill and didn't get it. I think she had a defensive trap, right, that they ran into with Lesh. That's why he took so much damage? Or... Because I think their sentry saw the offensive trap,
yeah.
but the defensive one was still there.
Yeah, there
it
was
deals a lot of damage. You can't underestimate that.
1 gold.
And
Yeah.
unless you're Alchemist, then it gives more.
It's
That's like
one-
the only
Unless
hero
you
that
kill
it
2,
matters.
then it gives more gold as well.
Yeah, 2 gold, I think. Thanks, Purge.
Ooh.
awkward silence.
Don't say it.
It's only awkward if you
Don't
stay.
don't say it, Purge. Why you gotta do it?
Here comes mid. The ward battle continues. This time Radiant leave their sentry down,
no.
and then Vanscore's like, screw that.
This is the TA mid lane meta. That's what you do.
Yep.
Who has the sentry ward?
They last for 6 minutes, dude. You gotta deward that.
Oh,
Yeah.
another defensive trap.
Heyo.
Roar.
Axes, roar. At the same moment, Pikachu does go down to Yoku. Well, I thought something more was going to be coming of that, but apparently not.
The hero has 8 armor, stout shield, and a range rock. That guy was not dying. That was like a line or something. That guy dies, but
Yeah, Sand King didn't want to commit because he knew the birds were flying in. That could have been a turnaround kill for sure.
I don't think his bro strike range was maybe long enough either to chain stun. He would have had to run all the way around.
Yeah, it could be. It looked pretty close at least. He's level 4. Yeah. Well, the one thing we haven't talked about too much is that Troll is just AFK farming a lot. So
Yeah, I pretty
there's
much
some,
forgot trolls in the game.
some
Yeah.
good progress there for Kuman, and it is a decent Troll game because of how good whirling axes are. The blind against both TA and Visage is gonna be really useful. The downside for him is he's playing against a Legion, who I think is one of the better solutions to Troll later in the game with Blink Blade.
Oh.
And
Note.
Oh, that's
he got
another
lined
duel.
up.
He's not gonna get it.
Oh, we got.
Close call.
Did not get it. Barely.
Not sure what's the hurry to duel him. He used the axes already. They could just stun him with Ice Path.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna get this tower. Visage rotated off of the bottom lane. I think as the trade-off is gonna be that Beastmaster and Leshrac bottom will try to do the same thing. Do they have Edict yet?
They
No.
do not.
Okay, so this is gonna take a while.
Maybe he's worried about like troll ulti or something like that. Like getting killed.
Can't use it if he doesn't have it skilled.
Yeah, but he
they
doesn't know
don't
that.
know that.
It's like level 9. There's a chance. That's all I can think. That or he wasn't anticipating the ice path then or something.
Towers a piece here. Looks like Gambit are going to keep things going here towards the top lane. Sand King still got a ways before he gets even that Blink Dagger together. Level
So-
6, he's getting all the farm mid lane for now.
Remember how Leshrac was doing well against TA in the start, and now TA is 1500 gold ahead. That's that 1 or 2 kills mid plus TA's natural, just higher farming rate coming into play.
Also, Beastmaster was taking a lot of farm from Leshrac.
Oh no.
This duel will be successful though. Heavy party to the mid lane. 5-man commitment from Radiant, and now Dire pulling in the numbers, but they're still losing more. Double kill.
The Radiant are taking advantage of Leshrac being a fragile hero as well as Troll not being a hero yet. So they're just outnumbering them with this kind of death ball style that Visage can play. Go from one tower to the next. This is very good stuff. And why it was important to shut down the Visage, because that is the hero that is enabling everything that's happening right now, is coming from Daxak on this hero. So they could have done a better job at that. They would have slowed down the timing, but they did not. And now that their Leshrac has died 3 times, this hero is not good at playing from behind. Like, he is very fragile right now.
Especially against high physical damage.
Yeah.
And against duel.
That's rough.
Anti-mobility, that kind of a thing.
It's very rough right now for him.
Looks like you have more people muted in this game.
How many you got?
Only 3.
3?
Only.
Yeah.
Well, I know 2 of them.
2 are from a new team, right? That
have-
we have not
You have
commented.
Bignum and Daxak, because I've seen that.
Oh, okay, okay. So can you guess who on the other team? Oh no, we've already seen all these ones.
I
They're
don't
just
think
playing
so.
against
Have we?
each other.
I think we have a couple of new ones.
Oh, I see. Oh, he didn't roar. Good. Looked like he was going to roar the illusion, but he thought twice about it. Oh, there comes the follow-through. They want to golem, maybe. Oh, they actually end up goleming nothing.
Okay.
That is not high value at all.
Naga's dead for sure. But
Maybe they
sheesh.
expected another hero there.
I think they thought Visage was turning and that they could catch, but that golem isn't really going to change anything. That's, in my opinion, just a mistake from that score. It's unnecessary.
well, we'll see if they can at least try to get some tower pressure, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of idling around for this golem, it looks like. There's no stacks yet for this TA. Nope.
Is that 12-minute decile?
Yeah, 13.
13. That's a good timing. Very good.
Uh-oh. Spotted by the birds.
Sometimes you just try to ward and you just die.
Sacrificial
Oh,
man.
that missed the meld.
At least he's got little RNGesus on his shoulder.
Yeah, bought another second there. Value.
It's an extra second to reflect on your life.
They can't contest the Roche. The Rock is down, Troll still
Yep.
not a hero.
Yep. And Song is available as well. It's very easy to protect. It's just one of the absolute integral things for a TA lineup to be successful is getting the Roshans. It's for two reasons. First of all, because TA is actually good at doing it, and secondly, a lot of the time she kind of needs it actually to fight. It by nature is a very fragile hero the moment Refraction falls, and she needs to come in close to deal damage, so she will always be in a position to get killed. But the Aegis makes it so that you can safely go for an aggressive move, and if it pays off big generally with TA. Great at hunting heroes down, great at bursting, so team fights can often turn into 3-for-1s or 4-for-1s when you have this hero. Ice Path?
Oh, the blink. Ice Path already was used, but they at least have follow-up potential. Oh, they're going to still swing it out a bit, and they're fighting.
Any bashes? Nope.
Oh, couldn't get it, but Yoku's here to help clean up the rest. People her away! Get away, woman! Oh, my God! That old man got smacked in the face.
I felt that one in real life.
Damn. Naga also obliterated again. She just got dropped top by that rock. It goes down again. Oof.
This right here, I think Beast is dead. Oh, good roar. He might live now.
Stop!
Is he gonna live? He's fine.
Oh.
Grave Chill.
I think he had cooldown.
He used it actually already,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, they're gonna pick up 4 runes again.
What you saw right here is something that is one of the biggest weaknesses of Visage, is when you jump on Visage's team and he's on the other side of the map. It's a very immobile hero, and if it TPs in, it has to resummon the birds to have an impact, and it's a long cooldown. So
Yeah.
one of the great solutions to playing against this hero is pressuring his teammates. So first of all, they don't get to group up as a ball and use the birds, and secondly, he has to go for movements that he really doesn't want to. I'm sure Darkseid did not like TPing there, but he felt like he had to do it.
Segueing, though, this momentum into a push on the bottom tier 1, since they're all together, why not? And we'll have to see if Double Dimension can try to defend, but no! A jump onto the Beastmaster, catching him in the back lines. He didn't have Roar up for 20 seconds, but he's not even going to be here for the
They're gonna go high
defense.
It's time for a high ground, yeah.
And
they know
push
that
so fast.
There's a golem.
Sanking doesn't have an ulti, no Blink Dagger
He's
yet.
going Battle Fury on Troll.
Troll's
Oh no.
timing is so far behind
I
now.
don't think that's the item this game. I didn't even realize he was going for BF. I do not agree with that whatsoever.
I mean, what does he even buy that gets him into these early fights?
Sandy
Madness.
should be KB, I think. He's
Ice
very
Path
strong.
in.
Oh my god.
Wow. Warlock also blasted down.
No
He
buyback.
did have Chaotic Offering, but now, as you mentioned, 20 seconds at least before you even have it out. Boom.
Yeah, this game is...
This is exactly what Gambit's lineup needed to accomplish. They got out of a good laning stage, they hit their timing. The Troll went for a greedy build, so he has not really been able to do much yet, and the Leshrac, who needed to be a tempo hero, lost his lane. So all of the things that Double Dimension's lineup needed to go right went wrong, pretty much. It couldn't have gone that much worse than this from the laning perspective. And if that happens against the TA Visage lineup, generally the games take 20 minutes. So
Yeah, actually crazy how fast they just suddenly steamrolled. It all started with that like punch in the face on the Warlock, and suddenly just the whole lane took over, and it was over. That's crazy.
That Shrine being dead now, with the tier 2 also being gone. Like, imagine if Legion just gets a Shadow Blade or something. Nobody on Double Dimension is going to be able to be on the bottom side of the map. Like, it's going to be so dangerous if they're not together.
yeah. I like this pairing a lot, by the way, the Legion together with TA. When the game is going well, it's such a great partner for Legion to just get these easy kills very quickly. Saw it on the Beastmaster. They're actually not afraid to tower dive because they know the kill takes 2 seconds.
Yep.
They're going to keep going. So what Dire need now? Do they have a dagger on their Sand King?
Yeah, and the smoke.
Okay, this is the play. You need Fatal Bond's Golem and a Blink Epi, or this is not happening. And you need to ideally find the Naga as well. This is Song will...
Well, the problem is that they're putting a lot of pressure, so they can't get the wards out. They have one ward on the top side of the map, left side of the map. Vanscore is just trying to ward right now.
Ooh, Legion has Blade Mail now too. He can solo kill Troll. If Troll doesn't get Whirling Axis off before he gets dueled, he dies. For full HP, pretty sure.
It's a bad sign when the enemy carry is like killing your creep waves like as soon as they leave the base.
Yeah.
They have like full map control right now. That's what it feels like.
Do want to mention while there is a brief lull in the action, the teams are split up. If you are a Dota fanatic, you can also make sure to catch out that Gareth is casting Espada versus the Sonico stack on Beyond the Summit 2. And Dragon Drop is casting Vega Squadron versus Fly to Moon on Beyond the Summit 4. So there's Dota all over the place.
Oh,
The
Legion
greatest
is in
time
this.
of the year.
Does
Oh,
he have-
he's gonna find Sand King.
Yep.
That's a big kill.
Got him. Jump in, Blade Mail.
If only Sand King did more damage.
Fortunately not. That's free dual damage
He
there.
only had... I think he didn't even win the duel, did he?
No.
Oh, it was just short.
But it's
Oh.
it's whatever. His damage is actually irrelevant this game. They have more than enough between TA and Visage.
Maybe if Troll had accidentally used his ultimate, it would have worked. Then Sand King would attack faster and kill himself
Yeah.
on Blade Mail.
That's a good grief play, Purge. Sounds like something you've tried before.
Nope, I don't grieve.
Getting that idea.
If you hate your teammate and they get duel, Blade Mail, just like, you know, you can take him faster. Just pop the ulti.
The only toxic things I do are backseat game after the fact, which is not constructive. And I whine, and I flame players that are assholes.
So the only toxic things you do are basically the whole trifecta. Oh, you flame players that are assholes. I mean, if they've got it coming, they've got it coming. That's one thing. Captain Hindsight can get pretty annoying if it's too much. I do it a bit sometimes too.
That's definitely my
bad.
biggest.
Captain
negative.
Hindsight, sorry.
Yeah. I fucking hate playing with Captain Hindsight. I hate playing with players like myself. They're obnoxious.
Well, the first step is admitting it, Purge.
Oh yeah, I know.
The second step is reading a Purge guide on how to be less obnoxious.
I haven't written that yet.
Maybe you should make that
No,
one.
no
Maybe you'll
knowledge
learn
in the
something.
subject.
What's your favorite plushie?
Oh yeah,
Sand
we still
King.
didn't get
Okay.
that. Sand King plushie. Well,
This Jakiro one's pretty
I
good
guess
too.
Sand King is doing something now then.
Oh, here we go.
Being cute at least.
Is this the hopeful comeback, but perfect positioning on the high ground to avoid the
Oh.
approach. So
Good fun.
double dimension will have to take that
They
one on the
flip
chin,
forward.
but on the way out, how about I kill your Warlock?
Take
And
that
now
one.
they sleep to set up the rest.
It's gonna be 2 kills here.
Beautiful ice path. They use the geometry to line up that shot.
They're getting
And,
totally outplayed this game, double dimension. This is not even close.
Yeah, this game was not over because Gambit was kind of respecting their defense of tier 3s with Warlock and Sand King ulti. They were just waiting for the pipe to come, but Double Dimension should not leave the base. They should just try to split with the Troll.
Remember that game we briefly saw earlier where I was praising the PA for not going BKB, but going more of a fighting build?
Yeah.
This is the exact problem that you can have with a hero like Troll when you do that. He actually has not played the game yet. He has 10,000 net worth that has gone down the drain. He's barely joined. He needs to farm so much against a lineup that's so high tempo. I'm
Standard
not
Troll.
saying that if he had a fighting build they would have won this game, but it would have been more competitive, right? There's only so long his team can stall for him, and what does he have right now? He still doesn't have anything to show for it. He needs the Yasha and now BKB, and finally when he gets this BKB, it's an uphill battle, you know.
They go again for the smoke. This time they get a catch onto the Visage, but he's so tanky with the crest, with the pipe. It's just going to take too much effort to break him apart. And now the upheaval,
Here comes Troll.
slowing them down a bit.
Troll's
Good set
in,
for
boys.
the Troll, but
Woo,
oh my
let's
god,
go.
the Troll just gets annihilated. Without having that magic immunity, he just can't do anything. GG's called, but let's finish that Warlock one more goddamn time. And they do. All right, Gambit.
I don't think they expected to lose the early game that bad.
No.
Because their lane setups they seemed okay. It's just
Yeah.
like they didn't rotate outside of like the early laning stage, and their opponents did continue rotating. That's what it felt like.
I think if you look at this Dire lineup in isolation, just its synergy with itself, I don't feel like a Battle Fury Troll fits into the game plan.
Unless they're going even or slightly winning the game, then it's
Yeah,
like okay, you're gonna stay ahead and farm. But
He also has a slightly greedy support cast, right? Like Sand King wants his dagger. You have a Leshrac mid who's losing the lane. Like you said, maybe if Leshrac was winning, but there's still there are actually two heroes catching up this game. The Troll and the Sand King are catching up for a good 20 minutes.
Like if Lesh is a tempo setting mid hero that buys like a Shadow Blade, maybe that works. Or maybe if they don't have a Warlock who's more about like team fight, which is like selective. Maybe if they had somebody that could gank better, maybe Beastmaster goes Shadow Blade. I don't know. People stop doing that. Maybe that's a mistake. But they need somebody to set things up. Like you said, no blink on Sand King. Maybe that's why.
In addition, I just don't think Troll was necessarily the best pick either. They chose it last. I think there were better options available. But
Well, like what?
I can't remember what I suggested. I need to see the draft in front of me.
I
There was a
think you
gyro, for example, that they could have gone team fight.
Spectre, I think, was also
Spectre
thrown out
we
there.
suggested. Like something that wants to join and fight with Warlock, not something that wants to farm so Warlock doesn't get to play. Like to me, Warlock is a 5-man hero. You want to use Golem, Fatal Bonds, and
Spectre
take
would be
fights.
in a fight, and the Fatal Bonds
Exactly.
and all that.
And could
Yeah.
also farm while at the same time. I think
Yeah.
there were definitely options.
He would have had a much worse lane though. I feel like.
He would. There's generally a trade-off. Like Troll is a strong laner, and I know these CIS teams are very focused on laning, but it needs to make sense from a game perspective as
Yeah,
well.
but they
You can't only play lane.
They didn't win that top lane. Yes, Troll got the farm, but Legion Commander also got her farm, so that means that she's gonna come online.
Yep.
Way
Pretty much.
more quickly, and you have Visage who wants to play aggressive early on. Same goes for TA. They're gonna threaten the Roche. Have a Naga Siren who can easily defend it if you try to engage. So pretty good lineup overall. Maybe with the, as you mentioned, with the Gyro, which is a kind of early fighter that scales well into the mid and late game and does well against Visage as well. Maybe that could have been a better pick.
I think they picked Troll because they wanted somebody that's more survivable against like a duel. Because if Gyro gets dueled and TA gets a Melt Strike on him, he dies instantly. I feel like.
I think like
Whereas
almost
like
anybody
at
does.
least Troll has blind and stuff. Like he has
Yeah.
more viability in the laning stage, kind of, or in the 8 to 15 minute period.
I mean, there definitely were bright spots for the hero. It's not like it was an awful pick, but the timing of the game just never really fit Troll the way it played out. But if they play the game again with the same picks, if they do their lanes better, who knows? Like it might work.
It feels like it never does. Troll needs like until the 30-minute mark before he can become a regular carry, like a feared carry.
Yeah, at
This
least
might be
at least a decent amount of time. When you go the Fury build, it takes a long time.
All right. Concludes heat number 5. I believe we're going to take a break and get ready for heat number 6. Again, I'm going to mention here, this isn't the only channel bringing Dota action. We got on Beyond the Summit 2, we got Gareth doing a Espada versus the Sonico stack. It looks like SG versus Thunder Predator of South America was postponed to the end of the day due to technical issues. But Moxie will be casting Pain versus Taurus soon on Beyond the Summit 3. So Beyond the Summit 3 for your South American action. And then Beyond the Summit 4 to see Dragon Drop casting Vega Squadron versus Fly to Moon. We're going to cut to a break. I need a Monster Java.
I need a pee.
You need a pee. Do you guys need anything? You cool?
I'll have a drink too. I drink
Sounds
in
Use
my
the other
great.
space.
bathroom.
When we come back, more CIS TI qualifier coverage.